To be recognised, finally, I guess it's your 4th season, I believe, in the AFLW, but to be recognised for the Player of the Round, how do you feel?
It's pretty unreal, to be honest. Yeah, it was very unexpected when I heard the news yesterday. But yeah, it's really special. The fact that I've been here for so long, I feel like I haven't really been able to really contribute back to the team. So the fact that I'm pretty much back to full fitness and my knee's all good, that was my aim for this season, was to really try and implement my skills and try and really give back to the team, because they've put so much time and effort into me. So yeah.
To be able to hold your own, I suppose, in the back line without Sophie McDonald, did you feel like you were able to do that, I suppose?
I think so, yeah. Well, Sophie's been such a good mentor to me, so she gave me heaps of tips, and a lot of her advice is what helped me to get through the games as well. So yeah, it is hard having that experience and that leadership in the back, but I think it's a good opportunity for me to really stand up and fill her role.
You mentioned it was unexpected. Did you ever doubt that you'd be able to play, I guess it's only been 2 rounds, but to be able to play consistently across those 2 rounds with the injuries you had?
Not necessarily. I feel like I've had quite a few good training sessions coming into this season, so even my pre-season was quite interrupted, but I did get a couple of weeks in, and I think I was pretty happy with how I was tracking, especially with my knee as well as my fitness. So I guess it was unexpected only because I thought I was too old to qualify for the nomination. So yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Daisy, how do you reflect on last week's loss?
We were disappointed with the start of the game in particular. We were kind of second to the ball a lot, so just a reminder in this competition, good teams like Essendon will make you pay if you're not right at the level in terms of our ability to compete, and you've got to hit the line at the start of the quarter ready to go. And then they defended really well as well, put pressure on our attack, and then sort of made a few errors and got a bit disconnected. We want to be a team that even after mistakes, we keep playing our way and have the mindset that if it was the right decision and the intent was good, we want to keep going after it. So it probably challenged a few of those things, but really good opportunity for us to learn. So that was the first quarter, and then the pleasing bit was our ability to respond and kind of get ourselves right back in the game with opportunities. I think it was in the third quarter we had a real chance to go level with them. Just didn't quite get the bounce of the ball that allowed Michaela West to run into what would have been an open goal, and then we go back the other way and concede 2, which was a bit of a dampener going into 3/4 time. But across as a whole, we sort of step back and go, we played 3 really competitive quarters, much like the week before against Richmond, although you don't get the result. And that the joy of being ahead after the siren is that in both games it's been a similar look. We've played 3 pretty solid quarters of footy and let 1 slip.
So what do you put it down to? Because it seems like I think you guys only lost the clearance, or you won the clearance by 1. So you're obviously winning it at the clearance, and then is it getting it inside 50 that's the struggle, or what do you feel like is maybe that little part that you need to work on?
So early in the game we got smashed in that area of the ground, and the week before we'd not won clearances as well. So the fact we were able to turn it around this week was a positive. It was our decision making, ball in hand, I think that meant that we missed out on opportunities. Some of our entries inside 50, just keep working on those things, getting our mix ahead of the ball right in terms of personnel. With Roxy going down, we haven't had that second kind of key marking target to support Amy Franklin. So, exploring options there this week, and it'll just be a constant work in progress, as was our goal after the Richmond game, was to step back and go, all right, what are the key focuses now? It's no different after a loss against Essendon. We're early in our journey in terms of piecing together the way that we want to play, and we're seeing really good signs of growth, and we just keep chipping away at it.
Will you make changes to the team this week then?
Yeah, there might be a couple of changes just through really good availability, a couple of good performances in our scrimmage game that followed our AFLW game. So some players have given themselves an opportunity, but we've got match committee after this is when we'll finalise it. But some players probably put their hand up, which is good. Like, to have increasingly better availability will create better numbers on the track and good healthy competition, and then reward for those that really compete and try and play the way that we're asking them to in the scrimmage games, which is positive.
How do you prepare for the Dogs who have had probably struggled to start their season?
They've struggled in terms of scoreboard, but it's a bit deceiving. Like they're a team that look like they're trying to play similar to the way we do, and probably every other team in the competition in terms of owning field position and territory. And while they didn't put scores on the board last week, we saw a much improved kind of output from them. I think they've had more inside 50s than we've been able to generate. They win a lot of clearances through ruck dominance with Alice Edmonds, who's an All-Australian, Ali Blackburn, who's been A grader in the competition for a long period of time. And yeah, we think that in terms of their work around stoppage and contest and being able to get the ball going forward, they've been quite strong. So some of the opportunities they generated last week against Port Adelaide, we'll be expecting them to be at their best this week, and look forward to a really tough contest.
Such a quick turnaround as well. How do you guys train this week with such a quick turnaround to make sure you right those wrongs, I suppose, from the game of the weekend?
Yeah, it was a lighter session today, so normally today's session would be a little bit bigger, being one of our main sessions, but backed off a little bit just in terms of volume. But we tried to still really set it up around some key focuses in terms of staying on the same page offensively and being able to capitalise on opportunities. But still work really hard around the contest so that we create them in the first place. So that was the focus today. We probably just were out on track for a little bit less to enable us to get through this next period of time where we'll play, 3 games pretty soon after each other.
It's only 2 games in, but when you look for yourself at what you've seen, the similarities from both games, are you quite impressed, or have the girls come further than what you thought they would in such a short or the only 2 games in the season?
I haven't kind of put a ceiling on where they can get to. So I've been impressed the whole way along in terms of their willingness to want to learn and improve and work hard. The I guess focus points coming out of each game have been different in terms of what we wanted to go away and work on, and they're just all great opportunities to learn. So we've got a coaching group and a playing group that take the challenge of this is what we want to go after this week, and they really buy into it. So if we could just keep putting together weeks like that, we'll get to where we want to go.